Good evening, YouTube. We hit 1,500 subscribers. Thank you to you guys. So, we are going to smoke this uh, Fuente Opus. I don't know the size of this one, but it's the small, like petite. Uh, this is what I have on the truck to celebrate 1,500. When we get home, we will do another cigar. This was, I did a trade with Jeffrey Williams. So, Jeffrey, thank you for throwing this one in the trade we did. We did a trade of some cigars, and he tossed this one in. So, thank you. I've never had this cigar, so I'm excited for 1,500, and I'm excited to try this cigar. I brought this one with me just in case we hit 1,500 while I was out on the road. But when we get home, we have another one I'm going to smoke in celebration of 1,500. So the draw is just a touch tight, but she's a small cigar. Mm, very smooth. I mean, there's a touch of spice, but not much. Fuentes aren't really known for their spice, from what I know. I haven't smoked very many opuses. Very light bready. There's like a touch of almost like a vanilla honey. Very smooth smoke. This actually is reminding me of an angel share, which I have had in one angel share before. I have a 10 of three, but I've only had one out of them, and this kind of reminded me of that. You can hear the coyotes. There is a touch of spice, but it's more of a sweet white pepper than it is like a spicier black pepper or red pepper. They're hooping and a howling. Anyway, I don't even think I showed this cigar up close. Jeez, I'm slipping. 1,500 and I don't remember how to do this. Beautiful, beautiful cigar. This is actually only my third Opus I've ever smoked out of all of my cigars that I've smoked. I have been gifted some beautiful Opus X's, some beautiful ones. Um, some harder to find in my world of Opus. If you're Opus tan, they're not hard to find. But I have been gifted some beautiful Opuses, and those I will smoke for special occasions. And one of them is actually sitting at home waiting for this video. But we're on the truck, so we're doing it with this one. When we get home, we will have a different one to celebrate 1,500. And it's another cigar that was gifted to me by one of you wonderful people out there in YouTube land. Instagram photo. Um, the best thing that's come out of me sharing my cigar journey ish on YouTube and Instagram is meeting you guys. I have created some really cool relationships. I've met some really cool people. I've received some cigars from some of you amazing people. I mean, you're all amazing, but some of you have sent in some cigars, and it's amazing. Like I said before, the cigars I've received from you guys, I cherish more than the cigars I buy because there's a personal touch to them and a story that goes with them than me just buying them. You know what I mean? I don't do it for the views. I don't do it for the money. Obviously, it's YouTube, and we're doing cigar content. So let's be honest, there is no money. I mean, there's a smidgen. I think I've been able to buy 2 cigars with what I've made on ad shares, which that's not what I've been doing it for. Meeting you guys and interacting with you, wonderful people across the country, technically across the world. I've interacted with some people in different countries that I never would have talked to, and I've created some relationships with people across the country that I never would have if I never started this YouTube journey of cigars. So, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for continuing to watch and support the channel. Uh, Thank you for commenting. I know sometimes lately I've been burning the cigar at both ends, I would say. Some people would say the candle. It's just been super busy, so I not every day I'm not able to get back to the comments like I usually am, but keep them coming because I will get back to them to every single one. From the beginning to now, I respond to every single comment. Some of the re comments, like if I respond to your comment and then you comment back, have not been coming through. I've been having to search for them in the YouTube studio, so I'm not sure what I clicked or didn't click. Something changed in YouTube studios where I'm not getting notified of the second comment. So what I mean is, if you guys comment, I respond to your comment, and then if you respond back to that I responded, I'm not getting notified like I used to about that one. So if I haven't responded to those ones, if I responded to your first comment but not your second one, like a response, I will. I'll find them. I have to go to YouTube Studio and find them somewhere. I used to get notified of all of them, but for some reason I'm only getting notified of the first comment, not like if we were having a conversation on that same comment. Mm, Ash already. I don't know what size this is. Maybe Opus Tan, which is Tan Demand. I call him Opus Tan. Yeah. If you guys watch him, then you know why I say that. Tan, maybe you can tell me what size this Fuente is, please, sir. If anybody know, he would know. I mean, a lot of you would know. So if you know what size this is, go ahead, comment it. Um, Speaking of Tan the Man Stogies, he's doing a pretty cool giveaway right now for a 600, 700, 800, and 1,000 subscriber. So if you're not subscribed to him, go to his channel, Tan the Man Stogies, on YouTube, and check out his giveaway videos and follow his directions on there and comment. He is giving away some very rare opuses. So if you're into opus and like Dubai's and stuff, go check them out. Tan Demand Stogies. And of course, watch my man Whittleback Cigars. You know, he's got some great content. They're very short, so if you don't have a lot of time, perfect. He shows his cigar. He don't review them, but he shows his cigars. He talks about them a little bit, and then he's revisiting some cigars he's had in his humidor for quite a while. Beautiful cigars. Don't forget my man Uriel Heaven's Guardian. He's doing quite well. He's been smoking some bangers lately. Mm. I'm smoking this fast. I need to slow down. So I will be right back. I'm gonna drink some of this coffee, let this settle down. I can feel it's getting kind of warmed up about to there. Um, Thank you again, Jeffrey Williams, for this. He doesn't have a YouTube channel or whatever. He's on Instagram, but I'm not going to share his Instagram because I don't think he's into that. But like I said, we did a cigar trade twice now, and in one of the trades, he threw this in as a little treat. And thank you, sir. This is quite the treat. Celebrating 1,500 subscribers, or over 1,500 actually. I woke up and I went to bed. It was like 1499 or 1497, and we're at like 1502 or something. So you guys rock, every single one of you. I appreciate you. Mm. All right, we'll be right back. All right. So this thing smoke about the same. It's a very mild cigar. I wouldn't even push medium. It's pretty mild. Perfect morning cigar, empty stomach cigar, any time of the day cigar. If you want something mild, if you've smoked a heavier cigar and you're still hanging out with the friends, which a lot of you have, I'm just playing. I've never been to a cigar lounge, so for all of you, I'm very jealous that has. Um, Birdman just posted, which he is Cigar Man on Instagram, just posted some pictures of a lounge he visited, and it looked pretty cool. So anyway, what I was gonna say is, if you guys are at a lounge or hanging out with the friends and you just smoked a heavy cigar, but you're still hanging out and you want to smoke another one, something like this, a light cigar, would be another one that you could smoke afterwards and not like have too much of a cigar to continue the hangout without having to smoke another heavier cigar or something, or a full size. But perfect for this is a perfect morning cigar with coffee on an empty stomach. And then also check out Gus One Bear, fired up after 50. He's grown pretty quick. I'm sure some of you've already watched him, but I sent him a special cigar that's very hard to find, and he has a very cool, interesting story. Very cool, interesting story. A very interesting story about this cigar. So it's one cigar, but it turns into two cigars, and there's a cool backstory to it. So I sent him one that's very hard to get that I had, and he's gonna be doing a pretty cool video on that one soon. So keep an eye out on that. But he also has his own cigar coming out with Angry Beaver, the Gus One Bear. So pretty cool. Check him out. Gus One Bear, fired up after 50. Mm. So also while I'm on here with you guys, because this is a very current video, as you know, 1,500 subscribers. Um, right now we've been trucking in the hills where there's hardly any signal, so that's why it's been hit and miss on me getting back to comments. But it's also fire season in my area. There's a couple fires. My buddy's already been called out with his water truck, so we might get called out any day. And if that happens, I may miss some uploads. It'll be my first time since I've started this that I'll miss an upload, but I'm gonna try to schedule get them enough scheduled out to where it should cover me for a few days if that happens. Because sometimes we're in the hills for a week or more before we come out and have any cell service. So hopefully that won't happen to where I'll miss any. But if you guys are all of a sudden don't see any videos uploaded for me for a couple of days, then you know I'm on a fire. And I'll get some cool content though. Mm. There's a nuttiness in this to go along with that honey vanilla, and it's very smooth, very light cigar. Like I said, it's light, maybe pushing medium, but that's gonna be a hard pressed push to the medium. I'm sure on the cigar world of scales, it's considered a light to medium, but I'm just gonna stick with light. This is for me, it's a very light cigar. Mm. Very vanilla, honey, creamy, nutty goodness. And that sweet white pepper that was at the beginning is pretty much faded away. And of course, there's a touch of cedar. There was a lot more at the beginning, but there's barely any now. I mean, I don't think you can smoke any Fuente without getting cedar. The truck's moving. But we've been out here for like 9 or 10 days. Tonight, going in tomorrow, I think we'll make 10 days. That's a long time for me. So we're heading home tomorrow, and we might only be home for like 24 hours, but I'm going to try to make it like 48 hours if I can. We'll see. We'll see if I get this other load that I'm trying to book right now. And if so, we'll be home for 24 hours. If not, we'll be home for like a day and a half. So that'll be perfect. See my puppy, see my girls, restock the truck. The truck's getting bare of necessities, mainly cigars. Running low on cigars. We don't want to run out of cigars. That might set in road rage. As it is, these kind of keep me sane out here. Some of these four wheelers, man, they sure make you want to test your insurance, you know. Just joking. If any DOTs are watching or insurance people, just joking. Anyway, I don't want to make this a very long video because this is just part one of celebration for 1500. This when I get home, we're gonna smoke another one in celebration. That'll be part two celebration. So, and I did catch up on some comments today, and there's some people that I haven't seen in there for a while, like Jose Piper, which was Jose Golf Piper, Cigar News, um, Biddy for Life. Thank you for still watching and commenting. I appreciate you guys. I know life gets in the way, and that's probably why you haven't been commenting, but thank you for still watching at least. And I appreciate you guys. And two of them are some of the cigars that we've smoked. Jose and Biddy for Life, we've smoked some of their cigars they sent in. And one of the Jose Golf Pipers is one that we're going to be smoking soon that we've been saving for a special occasion for a number we hit. Anyway, I'm rambling. I appreciate you guys all. There is something I wanted to do, though, real quick, while I got you guys on here. Let's go into YouTube Studio. It's something I've been noticing, and I kind of want to start giving a little shout out to you guys on some of this. Let's see. Because I've noticed it. And weekly, it's been showing in the community spotlight, like the top commenters. And so I'm going to try to start doing this weekly as a little thank you to you guys. We'll see how that goes. No promises. But Uriel, Heaven's Guardian, he comments on pretty much every. I mean, a lot of you do, but this week, this is who's being spotlighted. Big Ben, 1986. Ricky Hawkins, TNODSK. I don't know how to say your thing, but thank you. And for Sebek. Seb, thank you for your week for your weekly commitment to this channel. So you guys are spotlighted this week. But I'm going to give the top 5 commenters of the channel total. Starting number 1, we got Birdman, 303 comments. We got number 2, Biddy for Life, 198. Oh, sorry. Number two is Uriel Heaven's Guardian at 272 comments total, and then Biddy for Life at 198 comments, and then we got that's one, two, three, four. All right, and then we got Barbara Burton, which is Joel's baby. That's my mommy. She's beating you guys out. Sorry. She's got 177, and then we got Whittlebacks Cigars at 158 comments total. But I mean, the list goes on, and those were the top five for the highlighted ones of the week, and the top five overall highest commenters on this channel. But we have people. I mean, We have people like Chris Carpenter, Timothy Connor Jr., Tommy Original Videos, Dennis, Duo Angel. We got Barista Steve, DE Exotics, Jeff Hernandez, Cigar Swag, Cigar News. I mean, and it goes on. Nuno, Derek, the Pickle 7, MD63. I mean, I could probably do a whole video just saying who comments on this and multiple comments, but I'm going to try to start to do a thing for the week. Every week I'm going to give a fresh video because some of them, as you guys know, are backlog. I'm going to try to do weekly and give a shout out to the featured comments of the week. That's what it says. It says featured this week and then everyone else, but it gives me a top 5 for the week of commenters. So, anyway, thank you. And if I didn't say your name, you're in there. So, thank you. Couldn't make it to 1,500 without each and every single one of you. So, like I said, I appreciate every single one of you. I will get back to your comments. I'm usually pretty good at it, but sometimes we're just trucking hard and we're in the hills. I don't have good signal. They stack up for a day or two, but I will get back to them. That's something I've done from the beginning is I respond to every single comment. So, anyway, we're making a really long video for part 1. So, I'll be back. I'm going to puff this down a little bit more. We're going to finish our pre-trip, get ready to go trucking in the hills again, and I'll be right back. All right. We're down to here. We're going to go pull into this facility and check in. I'm going to puff the rest of this off camera. Very good little cigar. Definitely one worth the get. Like I said, this one was gifted to me in a cigar trade. He threw this in, so thank you again. But this is one to get, especially for a lighter smoke on an empty stomach or just any time of the day. If you've been smoking some heavies all day and you want something light because you're not done smoking for the day before you go to bed, this is a perfect opportunity or option, excuse me. So, part 1 of our 1,500 subscriber celebration. When I get home, we'll do part 2 with a different cigar, another special one. And until then, thank you for tuning in. Every single one of you, I appreciate you. As always, try different cigars and always keep it smoky, my friends.